Welcome to another Vlogmas episode. If you see this same top, you guys saw it in my last vlog. I was putting together my coffee and hot chocolate bar, so be sure to check that out if you haven't seen it. So yeah, we're just starting a regular vlog right now. And we'll see where this goes. It is already 1:30 p.m. I did the coffee and hot chocolate bar this morning. That will be in its own separate video. But after I got done with that, it was like 11 something, almost noon. So I decided to just take a break, relax. I think I'll watch a couple short YouTube videos from other creators. And I read like one chapter. Where's my book? I read like one or two chapters from this book. It's called Make a Scene. I picked it up back in I think I picked it up in October. I was supposed to read it in November and I never got around to it. It's supposed to be like a short read. I think it's only 200 and just over 200 pages. I started it one late night, like I was in bed and I read like the first couple pages, but I was so sleepy and I ended up putting it down and reading a different book on my Kindle. I forgot which book. There was a book, I think it was 1201, that caught my attention on the iPad and I ended up not picking this back up. Now I have a lot of books on my December TBR. I don't even think I went through that with you guys, but I have a ton of books on my TBR. So I'm trying to remember. I think I may have touched on it on the first Realmas or the first Vlogmas episode, but I'll go over that a little bit more right now. So yeah, I have a ton of like holiday reads on my TBR as well as a couple regular reads. I already started the first book of the month, which is Rugger from Gray Huffington. That book is the third book in the series. I read Chemistry, I think back in July that I read Chemistry, June or July that I read Chemistry. Then she came out with Rather, which is one of the sisters of Chemistry. And now she came out with Rugger, which is the other sister. So it's a brother and a bunch of sisters. I don't even remember how many they are. I think it's like 9 sisters. And they run this criminal organization. So that first book was all about the brother, and then Rather was pretty good, but in Rather I wanted more of like what she does for the organization. Like she was a therapist slash, like, you know when you're watching like a criminal show and that person that extract information from their suspect or from their, you know, whoever they're trying to get information from. That's what she does. So I think I wanted more of that from that book, and it would have been a 5-star read if it did. I felt like Rather was more about the male that she was dealing with in that book. So it was more about Priest and what Priest was doing, and then she ended up being the female that he was obsessed with. And she was in like an arranged, she was supposed to be getting married in an arranged marriage for sake of the organization or something, but when she was getting ready to marry the guy, turns out the guy that she was being arranged to marry was the brother of Priest. So of course Priest was like trying to not say anything, but at the same time like that's his girl, like he was already in love with her before that. So that was really nice. But this one is about Rugger, and she's more of the huntress. So they'll give her somebody that she has to unalive, and she goes but she likes, I didn't want to go too much into it because I haven't even touched the service. I'm only like just over 100 pages, but she's the huntress. She's the one that goes out and unalive people until she met her match. So I'm at the point now where I want to see, because the guy, the male main character in the book, is pretty much her match. Like he does almost the same things that she does, unalive people, very smart, very, you know, everything. So I want to see how. So you already found out who she is. And now I want to see how they're going to come together and how they're going to bump heads and how they're probably going to fall in love, because in her world, she doesn't fall in love. Like, they don't try to be in love with anyone. They just get satisfied, get unalive people, and move on. So it's going to be fun to kind of see how them two bump heads. And the book is not very long. I think it's just over 300 pages. So I'm pretty much almost halfway through. So yeah, I want to see how it's gonna get down. But I love that series, and it's one of my first series, so I want to continue that. But before I get into my TBR, I have 3 new books that I picked up from Amazon. Let me bring you guys in a little closer. But I got 3 new books from Amazon. If you see my nails, I'm about to take them all off. I need a new set. And I knew I needed a new set at the time when I went and got my last set of nails, because you can tell I just need a new set and these are coming off. So I'm going to go ahead and probably take off the rest of them because this is ridiculous. So anyways, I got 3 books from Amazon. During Black History Month, I was looking to see if they were going to have a ton of books marked down. They did not. They have a couple books here and there, but you guys know I'm in my Black author era. So some of the times when I get notification that there's books on sale or books on deals and I go to Amazon, they ain't none of the books I want to read. So you guys know I love Kennedy Ryan, and Before I Let Go was Before I Let Go was literally the first romance book that I read in April of this year that got me into reading. So before this book, I read a self-help book called Self-Sabotage or something along those lines. I forgot what the title of it was. So that was the first book that I read, and it took me a couple months to even get through that as a self-help book. But then I was like, I want to read something else. I want to be, because I kept seeing a couple of the girls I followed, they were reading, and I was like, I want to get into reading. This book was being talked about a lot. That is so good. And I decided I probably bought it. I need to check my Kindle to see if I had bought it, because I didn't have Kindle Unlimited at the time of me reading this book. So I probably own it on the Kindle. But anyways, this was the first book I looked up and downloaded, Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. It says emotional, raw, real, and addictively delicious. This is a second chance romance. Look at me knowing all the bookish stuff. Oh, this was a second chance romance. They were already divorced. Something happened that broke them apart. They own a business together. I think it was a restaurant, and obviously they're seeing each other all the time. The guy is kind of not really dating too much, but you know, he's in a little situationship with someone. She was trying to move on. She was dating, I think it was a white guy if I'm not mistaken, but it was like a guy who was trying to be not governor. He was trying to be something for the neighborhood. So she's trying to date, he's trying to see someone, but obviously there's lingering feelings, and you see them kind of work through the issues that tore them apart in the first place. You know, them trying to communicate, they're trying to do things for the kids. They have 2 kids together. I think it was a boy and a girl. And so they're co-parenting, going to each other's house. The kids, you know how that goes. And they have a group of friends. So they have mutual friends and stuff like that. So you just kind of see them work through what broke them apart. Very emotional, very deep. But then you see their love story at the same time and what happens in the end. So yeah, this is a great book to start with. I feel like if you're wanting to read more, it has spice, but the story is way, way, way deeper than the spice. So this was the very first book that I read, and I will never forget it. April of 2024, when I first picked up a romance book by a Black author. So after reading this in April, her second book had already came out, and it was coming out around that time. So I decided, you know what, let's dive into the second book, which follows another mutual friend from the first book. So I was like, it's already like fresh on my mind, so why not dive into the second book? And this Could Be Us. It follows the other friend was, this friend was mentioned in the first book, where you could tell that she was in a marriage that she probably deserved better, because her friends would reference that a little bit, like, why are you with him, like, girl. And they have kids together as well, so you'll kind of see what's going on in their marriage and what led her on this like self-discovery journey. This was a beautiful read too, because you get to see, you guys know how I feel about self-care, you guys know how I feel about like self-love, loving yourself, pouring into yourself. So you get to see that. You get to see how she pick up the pieces after what happened in her marriage, work on herself before she even tried to do anything else. She was trying for the first time to like have a job because she was so dependent on the husband. So now was the first time that she was like, actually, because, and that happens a lot in real life, where two people get together, one person end up, usually the female end up sacrificing like her career, her dreams to support this other person in the relationship so they can get to what they want. And so this was her chance. So she's not just a female who doesn't have like, you know, a career or education. She did. She just had to put that on the back burner. So this is her rediscovering what she wants to do, loving herself, focus on self-care. And of course there's a male interest in there, and but she was so determined on working on herself, and I love that. I adore that. So this book was on sale for Black Friday for $8. And I went ahead and added to my cart immediately after the author posted about it. And I was like, since I'm gonna get this, and this is 396 pages, so since I was gonna get this for $8, I figured why not get the other one for 10 and go ahead and add these to my bookshelf. You guys know 2025 would be all about me filling up my first bookshelf, so I'm so excited about that. But I'm very intentional about the books that I want to add to my bookshelf. It's gonna be books like this that I already read, but know that not only are they pretty and fit the aesthetic that I want to have on my bookshelf, but I also want to reread these at some point. But it will be books that maybe I read on Kindle Unlimited that I now want to get the physical copy of, because I think that's a good way to do it too, because I cannot buy every book out there, and Kindle Unlimited opened up like authors that I would never have heard of, think about, nothing, to be able to read their books. So now I can either read the physical book and then, or read the digital book and then get the copies of the ones that I love, or people like Kennedy Ryan. I don't care what she comes out with next, I'm gonna buy it before I probably read it. So the third book in this series is coming up in May, and that would finish out the Skyland series. So it will be called Can't Get Enough, and it follows like the third friend who's more don't have kids, travel a lot, have her business. And it's gonna be fun to see. You know, you always have that one friend who probably said they would never be married or never be in a relationship or whatever the case may be. We're gonna see how she navigates, like what her love story is gonna look like. But she's a very supportive friend. She was there for these two in so many ways. So I'm excited to add that book to the collection and to also read that book. So you have time if you want to dive into these two books before that third one comes out. So yeah, that's gonna be how I'm gonna fill my bookshelf. Authors that I absolutely love. It don't matter what she put out, I'm gonna buy it. And then a couple other Black authors that are just on the TBR, on the list that I need to check out. And also their books just look so good. And that leads me to the third book. I love Like the Sun. Like, how pretty is this book? It is by a Black author, and I heard the story is really, really good. The book is a little smaller than like the Kennedy Ryan ones. And that's the thing, when you're shopping, I don't know how to know what the book size is gonna be, but it is smaller than what I expected, but it's still like over 300 pages, almost 350 pages. This one says, just for one summer, Linnea Thompson is a homebody who craves privacy. Isaac Jordan is internet famous and spends his days followed by the paparazzi. She runs a small business with her mom in her hometown. He runs an international brand, and they've been best friends since childhood. When Isaac comes home to Providence for the first time in months and discovers Linnea's dream, her dream is slipping out of reach as she and her mom struggle to pay the bills for the business. She refuses to take a dime from him, and so he does what any self-respecting best friend would do. He tells the world they're dating. So, ooh, fake dating. Suddenly business is booming, and Linnea agrees to his ridiculous plan to pretend to be lovers for the course of the summer, just long enough to catch the eye of an investor and get her dream back on track, like she helped him do so many years ago. Oh, I guess he had helped her years ago. He reminds her. Too soon, though. Linnea knows she's playing with fire, because for as long as they've been friends, there's been an undeniable pull they've never given into. And as the lines between art and life, real and pretend, blur, it becomes harder and harder to see where friendship ends and something else begins. This is right up my alley. Friends to lovers, fake dating. Yeah. I don't know when I'm gonna read this, honestly. Maybe I will save it for like spring-ish. I just feel like this would make a good springish book. But hey, it sounds warm and cozy at the same time, so who knows. But it's gorgeous, it's pretty, and I know I want to read it, so I decided to just go ahead and pick it up. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was on sale too. I don't remember what the price was. Every book that I buy, I'm gonna link under its own like must-read books on my Amazon storefront, so be sure to check that out. And yeah, so those are my book updates. What's on my TBR? I'm gonna put a screenshot of my December hopefuls. This is my little tracker on my tablet, but I have a lot of books. So I'm currently reading Rugger, and I'm currently reading Make a Scene, which is this. I want to read What a Match because I just feel like I have to read that book. It is a fall book. I need to read it, and it's the other book in this series, so I picked them up at the same time. Then I have a couple Christmas reads on here. I have Second Chance Christmas, Legend in the Baking, Fake It Till You Bake It. I believe that is a series on its own. So Fake It, what is it? Fake It Till You Bake It, I think, is the first book, and then Legend in the Baking is the second book. French Kiss Christmas was a free book by Robbie Renee that I picked up doing the Black Readers Appreciation thing they had last month. So I want to read that. Finding Christmas is also a free book that I have on the app as well. So I want to get through those two Christmas reads. And I put Where We Found Our Passion on here because if you guys remember, I read Where We Found Our Heart last month, and I heard that Passion is even better. So I'm going to read that, and I think that is a second chance romance as well because they used to be together, and I don't know if she went away. It looks like she went away for career purposes, and she just got hurt in a game. I don't remember if it was soccer or some type of game. She got hurt. He's a physical therapist, I believe, so it looks like he's going to reach out, and it's going to go from there. So I want to read that, but I don't know if I'll get to it. And then I put Somebody's Husband on here because it's coming out on... When is it coming out? It's coming out sometime this month. And I already read Somebody's Wife, and I love that book. It's by Robbie Renee as well. So as soon as that book drops, I want to read it. So we're going to see if we can get through a couple holiday reads. Get through Rugger and get through Somebody's Husband. So that's my December TBR, you know. I have some pajamas from Victoria's Secret that I need to unbox and try on. So I think that's what I'm going to do for this vlog. I'm gonna try those on. I'm wearing a pajama set from like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I'm surprised it even still fits. My husband had given me these, I think it was for either Christmas or my birthday. It feels so warm and cozy. So Victoria's Secret had sales going on, but they don't usually mark down these this material of pajamas. It's their modal collection, if that's how you pronounce it. It's MODAL. I loved that collection from like years ago. I remember I got it in a sale a couple years back. A lot of the pajamas that I wear are from that collection. The only thing I hate about it is that the buttons come loose a lot. Like, it drives me crazy. But I noticed for the last couple of years, the last 2 years or so, they haven't marked down the modal collection. It's like their, rich collection. Everything else be 30, 40, 50% off, and they don't mark down this collection. Until the other day, they were 40% off, and I was like, should I get it? Should I not? I do have a Victoria's Secret card that I really only use for like underwear. So I was like, let me just get three sets of pajamas. And that way, it's me also using the card and keeping my little status. I also need to shoot this in short form, so I'm gonna have to set up my phone as well. So anyways, oh, I forgot I got a free tote. Let's open her up. Yeah, I think I got a free tote for spending either over 100 or so. I haven't had a this bag is noisy. I haven't had a Victoria's Secret bag in so long, and this one was just so cute. And it's black and it has a zipper. Okay, I'm not mad at that at all. So it has a big section and two little pockets on the side, and of course a zipper. So I like that. This would make a cute. Let me back you guys up a little bit. This would make a cute like carry-on bag, a little weekender bag. Let me tilt you guys down. This is cute. She is cute. It has like these little studs on there, like you can feel the texture. That is cute. And it's a fabric that is like easily wiped off, and she's pretty big. She's pretty big. She is pretty big. So yeah, I haven't had a nice bag from Victoria's Secret in a while that I actually want to keep. Alright, first set of pajamas, and I'll probably either insert a clip or something, because again I have to try this on with my phone. But it's this red set, which I think is literally going to be so perfect for Christmas. So this is what it looks like, and I got the regular length, which I do appreciate that Victoria's Secret has. Hold on, trying to get this info off the screen. Okay. I do appreciate that they have short, regular, and long. In the other pajamas that I already own, I literally have it in large and regular. So I went up a size and got extra large in 2 of these and double XL in 1, because I like that oversized feel sometimes. So I want to see how extra large and double XL feels on the body, because maybe that will also help with my bust area not popping out those popping out of those buttons all the time. So I got the red. This was what got my attention like a month or 2 ago, when I was like, do I need to spend Victoria's Secret money to get these pajamas? Because don't sleep on Target. Target be coming through with all the cozy pajamas. That Autumn brand, which took over Stars Above, their joint now, they be having really nice pajamas. And I might do another video featuring pajamas. I know I did this a few years ago, but I have 4 pajamas here that I feel like I could put in its own video. But anyway, this chocolate brown, and it looks even better. It's like It looks even better in person. This nude one, was this the one? This was the one I got in. I got this one long. This one is gonna sweep on the ground. My bad, but it's the Moto Long pajama set, and I got it in double XL. So this one is gonna be really like oversized. This said long too. Did I get long? I thought I got regular. And then I got this plum color. I guess I got them all long, or it just says long pajamas. I think it just says, yeah, they're regular but long, if you know what I mean. They also have these in like short sleeve and shorts. That's probably why it says long. But it's this plum color. Oh, I'm so excited to try these on. So I'm gonna set up my phone and try to film a video with my phone of me trying these on, and then I'll insert what they look like when I try them on. So yeah, that's it. I need to run to Walmart because I want to make salmon. I am tired of pork. I am tired of chicken. I just had chicken and pork for the last couple of days. We had rice the last couple of days, so I want to switch it up, and I'm gonna make my salmon bowl or salmon noodle recipe from Home Chef that I used to make. And that's pretty much it. I need to go edit. So I'm gonna do this, edit, go to Walmart, try to be done and settled by 5 so I can relax. So that's it. And if I do anything else, you guys know. I'll check in before I close. I had to turn the camera back on. So I just tried on all 3 pajamas, and let me tell you, all 3 fire. The red, the red on my skin. I know you guys saw the little side-by-side clip, and I'm gonna go wash these, do a quick little rinse so I can start wearing these immediately. The red, the plum, but this brown. I knew I was gonna love this brown one. And I'm so glad that I got it oversized. I don't even think you guys can see. You'll see the side by side, but going up a size was the best decision I ever made. And if I get it again, now I know this the size that I really want. This feels like I have no clothes on. It just feels like hugging, like in the best way without being tight. It just feels so good. This color on my skin, I knew it. And they had other colors too. They had another nude, which is funny because they gave me a $25 off from the 4th to the 18th. $25 off 75. Baby, I just might. I just might clear out all the pajamas that I have and replace. I'm probably going to go through that drawer because I be recycling and giving like my pajamas to my family, to my mom, my sister. And yeah. See, I was telling you guys that it also comes in the little short, or I don't know if I told you, but they come in short sleeve and shorts. Yeah. I might go back and get the green. But the green was very Christmas, and I didn't want to get exactly another, because I got the red, which is going to be my Christmas pajamas. But I didn't want to get like all these Christmas ones that I'm not going to wear outside of Christmas, because the green says under the mistletoe on there. So I didn't want to get it, because once I wear it, once December is done, I'm probably not going to wear it again. But they also have, let me show you guys real fast. They have some with print, but I'm not a big print, unless it's very subtle. Like this is a pink one, but very subtle. I don't know if you guys can see. But it's the Moto collection. Like I said, they have this nice gray as well. Love that. And they have, so I got the plum, I got the brown, I got the red. They have this color right here, which like is another nude blush color that I'm thinking about. The normal price for these are, what is the normal price? $69, so $70. And I think I got it for like 40% off. But I have that $25 off, so technically, technically, I could get it again. But yeah, I absolutely love the buttons right now. They are secured. I'm gonna try not to even mess with them. I'm gonna just put the shirt over my head, and hopefully, like I said, going up a size was me trying to make sure. And it looks like these buttons are bigger. I'm gonna have to compare it to, I think I have two more from them that I still wear, because I remember giving away the black. I used to have the black, and I used to have like another wine color, but it was too small. But yeah, obsessed, love, great haul. Hey guys, I just realized that I didn't close out this vlog, and I hate not closing out a vlog. So this is me just jumping on to close out this vlog so I can start a new one. I didn't do anything else. Well, I did go to Walmart, but I forgot to bring the camera. I went to see if they had pink ornaments for this tree in my office, but they did not. And I think I'm just gonna leave this tree plain this year. I'm gonna do what I did last year to the living room and just leave that Christmas tree over there just like that. I like the way it looks. I don't spend, well, I spend time in here, but I just don't feel like I have to like decorate it. I do want the pink ornaments, but it just, by the time I make it to that store, it's gonna be Christmas at that point. So we're not gonna worry about putting ornaments on it. Now that I know I have a tree for the office, next year I'll plan accordingly, and I'm probably gonna do pink next year, God willing. So yeah, I went to Walmart for that main reason, and just grabbed some salmon for dinner and made salmon pasta thing, but that's pretty much it. So we're gonna close this out, start a new one. So thank you guys for joining me for this Vlogmas episode. If you're not caught up on all the days prior to this one, be sure to check out the Vlogmas 2024 playlist. All my videos will be there. So I'm feeling good. We're on track. We're pushing out content 5 days in, so yeah, proud of that. And yeah, so I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye y'all.